Hello everyone, I'm Mike and welcome back. This time we will be having a look at the GameSir G4s wireless gamepad. First of all, I apologize for not being able to upload videos more frequently, but since YouTube changed some of their policies, I had to find another source of revenue and I'm always overwhelmed by work. Without further ado, a quick look at delivery shows us a quality mat package with some basic information about the gamepads and a QR code link for an Android app which catalogs a bunch of natively supported gamepad games. Some of the features mentioned are rubber textured handles for comfort, vibration feedback, LED power indicator, a USB dongle, and so on. However, this gamepad has much more than what's described here. For example, a dedicated turbo button which can be used in shooting games for things like turning a semi-automated weapon into an automated one without the need for spamming the trigger button. Opening the box instantly reveals the gamepad with two analog sticks protected by a plastic cap. The first impression I got as soon as I got the gamepad on my hands was a high quality controller with really good grip, and that seemed quite comfortable. It's all plastic but definitely high quality. It is very similar to the Xbox controller, and for all of you who like the Xbox controller and want an all-in-one gamepad, I definitely recommend it. When you open the clip, you will find the USB dongle slot on the bottom of the controller, so you can take it everywhere without having to worry that you won't have an adapter with you, unless you forget it on your computer. The gamepad lighting looks beautiful no matter if you're playing in a lit or dark room. By the way, you can change the brightness of the lights by pressing Alt2, R2 and RT down simultaneously and using the D-pad up and down to adjust it. You can also adjust the vibration by pressing the clear button and D-pad up or down to adjust the vibration frequency. Jumping to a quick start on Android, press the GameSir button and the A button at the same time to turn the controller on. If it doesn't, well, charge it first, because that's what happened to me. Then just open your Bluetooth settings on the phone, connect to the GameSir G4s, and that's it. The controller is going to vibrate and you are ready to go. By the way, the vibration feedback from this controller has a really nice feeling to it and it packs a good punch. Just a quick note about the clip feature. It slides in a very smooth way. That means attaching your phone is really quick, and the rubber pads on the bottom and top of the clip prevent the phone from flying away from all the aggressive gaming. So while I do a bit of gaming on the background, I will be telling you more about the gamepad. Now, the reason I bought this gamepad specifically was because of its flexibility. It supports wired connections without input lag, which makes it a perfect replacement for my broken Logitech gamepad. It supports Bluetooth with support for most operating systems, may it be mobile or desktop, and for mobile gaming you just have to pop the clip up, attach your phone, pair it, and you're ready to go. I use it on both of my Android TV boxes regularly. Starting with the buttons, I'm adding to the screen an image with the gamepad layout and button names just in case you don't know what is what. And I'm going to rate the buttons according how they feel, trying to give them a score from 0 to 10. All the face buttons have a really nice feel, they get a 9 out of 10. The same goes for the left and right analogs, they are responsive and they fit perfectly on my thumbs. The D-pad buttons are okay. Unfortunately, they feel a bit like cheap membrane keyboards, but it's still above average. It's a 7 out of 10. Select and start buttons don't matter much, and they actually feel cheap, so it's a 5 out of 10. Regarding the shoulder buttons, it's somewhat mixed. The L2 and RT, or the bottom shoulder buttons, are responsive and have a really good digital range output. That means no dead zones. So in games that use precise measurements such as acceleration on a car, it performs flawlessly, 8 out of 10. Regarding the L1 and R1, on the top shoulder buttons, I didn't like the feeling and still prefer the classic Xbox 360 feedback, but they are still above average, so it's a 7 out of 10. Battery gaming time. So this gamepad has 800 milliamps capacity battery. I was somewhat surprised by the amount of gaming time I was able to get out of it. been using it for quite some months now, and there's no noticeable difference between charges. The game time in battery mode is always between 13 and 16 hours depending on how bright the LEDs are. Charging time is around 3 hours for a full charge. Regarding the range, I'm able to use the gamepad up to 10 meters or 30 feet in open space. Setting it up on Windows is also straightforward. Please note that for Windows, unfortunately some games don't provide the correct gamepad support. If you found a game without it, you can use the Xbox 360 controller emulator software, which will be linked on the link in the description below. Playing Witcher or actually any third-person game with this controller is amazing. If you're playing wired, there's absolutely no noticeable delay when pressing any button. The delay, if you're playing wirelessly, depends on the distance between the controller and the receiver and the obstacles in the way. It's still not enough to be noticeable unless you're playing an extreme quick reaction game. Let's finally jump to the price. I got it for 32 euros or $36 in June 2018 from AliExpress. As usually, links in the description below. I will be closing this video with what I like and I dislike about the controller. I like that the handle feels really nice on my hands and there's zero slip. It is somewhat more responsive than most of the wireless gamepads I've used so far. It feels very similar to the classic Xbox 360 controller, which is one of my favorites but with better grip. And there's only a mini dislike, and that would be that the LED power indicator may be a bit too strong when playing at night. Even though you can change the brightness as previously mentioned, the power LEDs stay on no matter what I do, which is a bit strange. That can be fixed by either placing some black tape or semi-transparent tape on it. That was it for today. I hope to be able to put out more videos this new year in our channel, and the easiest way for that to happen is for you to pound that subscribe button and share this video with your friends and acquaintances. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.